Hello and welcome to Color Up. Today I'm going to show you the strategy that I personally switched to when things weren't going that well at the dice table. Let's check it out. So last time I played craps, I was on a cruise ship, so I wasn't really trying to win money. I was trying to earn points for a free cruise, and that is average bet and time at table. So I need big bets and lots of time at the table. So what I was playing was a light and darkness, which is essentially a $100 don't pass, and then you make a $100 bet on box numbers. This is great because you can win money with these numbers, and then when the 7 does roll, you win there, basically breaking even, so you're not afraid of the 7. And they rate you for about 200 points per hour. The bad news is the come out roll, so 7 or 11, well, and the 11 is kind of hedged by the 2 and 3, which you win on. So we'll just talk about the 7. Every 1 out of 6 rolls, you're gonna roll a 7 and lose $100. And if you've been at the craps table long enough, you'll know that you'll roll a 7 and 11 and a 7 again. You know, maybe a point gets by and then you'll roll another 7. Well, just like that, and this is what happened to me, in the course of 10 minutes, I lost like $400 or $500. Well, that's not good. So I thought about it. I still wanted a hedging play where I could have more time at the table, but I wanted to shift my risk away from the 7. So this is what I came up with. Instead of risking $100 on the come out roll, I waited for a point to be established. I didn't really care what it was. What I did then was make a lay bet of $80 on the 4. Now I did have to pay for the VIG, so $82. I then made an inside bet of $44. So let me set this up real quick. And then finally I made a $5 hard weight bet on the hard 4. So what this does is shift the risk away from the 7, which is the most likely number to roll. Because if the 7 rolls, we lose $44, $49, but our lay bet wins $40. So the 7 rolls, we only have $9 at risk. We've shifted the risk from the 7 to the 4, which is, there's 3 ways to roll. I've made a bet on one of the combinations of the 4, which would pay 35. If I do roll a 4, I lose 80. I win 35 here. So it doesn't hurt completely bad, but I do have some risk, $47 there. Worst case scenario, I roll a 1-3 or a 3-1, right? There's 2 ways to roll that, so I have a 1 in 16 chance of rolling that, and I would lose my $82. So what I did, as soon as I would hit a number, all these pay $14, I would throw in $1 and make a place bet against that 4 of 25. So I lessen my risk. So I win 27 if the 4 rolls. If a hard 4 rolls, I win here and here for $62, and I lose 82. So really I only have $20 at risk. So I'm not worried about the 7. I'm really not worried about the 4. So at this point, I just try to make money. So what I would do is just press these bets up and, you know, press, collect, do some sort of combination like that. But what this hedging did was buy me more time at the table. I'm not worried about the risk of the 7 initially, and now I'm not really worried about the 4 rolling either. So now I'm rolling with pretty low risk with a chance to make money. And what I found on the cruise ship, while I lost money both nights with light in the darkness, I won, I think $100 one session and $500 another session playing exactly this strategy. One last thing, if I did roll the 4 and lose the lay bet, I would pull this down and put this in my rack. So a little less of a hurt. So not only would I get paid there, but I'd put this money back in my rack. Now the initial layout of this, so we've got the 44, well, 49 plus the 80. They should rate this for about 120, 130 points per hour, but I found it was kind of a new box person, and they only rated me for about $50. Now I only tried this for about 2 hours on 2 different days, or 1 hour each day, but she was only giving me about 50 points. So I don't know if she just never saw my lay bet, but I decided on my next cruise, I'm gonna bump this up. So that's actually what I'm gonna roll out for you today. I showed you the strategy, but I'm gonna increase the bets and roll it out for you at the $25 level. Not only do I think putting green chips out on the table will, they'll catch their attention. It's a lot easier. They're, $10, if you press to 15, they may not even see that. But once they know you've got green chips out there, they know it's real easy, 110, and I'm actually gonna put a $200 layback here. So hopefully I can get rated closer to 300 points an hour, but at least they're gonna see that $100 out there. All right, I have a $1,000 bankroll. I'm gonna get a point established before I make my bet, and let's just go ahead and see what happens. All right, here we go, coming out. And here I'm not worried about the 7 or 11. 4 is our point. That'll be interesting. Now you could do the 4 or 10, same math, same probability. I played on the 4, the point's the 4. I may move to the 10, just so I'm not betting against people, but I don't know, let's just try it. So I'm gonna get some change here off the screen. There we go. So $200 lay bet dealer, and that's going to take a $5 vig. 200 pays 100, 5% of that is $5. So a 205 lay. And then I'm going to give the dealer 110, place the inside bets. And that should get the box's attention and say, hey, look, I got $300 out there on that table. And then I'm going to make a $10 hard 4. And again, you could do this on the 10 and just move that over. We'll just keep it at the 4. Hopefully I won't hit the point. So we're not afraid of the 7. We've got $110, $120, but if we roll the 7, we'd win 100. So we got $20 at risk, which is pretty minimal when I got $300 on the table. So my average bet is way up, and I've only got $20 at risk. Now the bad news is the 4. So again, 3 combinations to lose $200. So I've actually got more at risk there. Now I got it hedged a little bit here. I'd win $70, take a little bit of the sting off, but I'm still in it for $130. So what I'm gonna do is try to get 2 hits as possible, get this $4 up to a $60 bet. And that way I'm not really worried about the 4 hitting. But there is some risk, but I've eliminated from 1 in 6 combos down to 1 in 18. So there is still some risk involved, but I've eliminated from a 1 in 6 chance of losing a bunch of money to here I'm worried about a 1 in 18 chance of losing a bunch of money. Like any strategy, there's a hole in it, and the hole here is rolling that 4, so we gotta avoid that. 6 easy, all right, that's a good one for us. So 6 is going to pay 35. I'm just gonna tell a dealer I want a $30 buy bet on the 4. They're probably gonna want the vig up front. That's gonna be $1 on at least on the cruise ship, so I'll get 4 and change. Takes a little sting out of the 4. We're going to try to get one more hit to bump that up to take even more sting out of that 4. All right, here we go. And there's that 7. So we lose $20 plus this $30 that we put on the table, but really from our initial bankroll or our rack, we're still only losing $20. So the 7, it really doesn't hurt us that much. So all these would come down. These are losers. We would get our vig back, and this would get 200 would pay 100. So we'd get all that back. This they would scoop, and we'd start over with a new shooter. So here we go. Again, the 7 really didn't hurt us. 6, easy 6. We're out on the 6. So we can throw this back out there. $200 lay, $5 vig, and then here's our 100, and I need some change again to do 110 inside, and then $10 on the hard 4. All right, here we go. 6, easy 6, that's our point hit. We don't really care about the point so much. So 6 is going to pay 35, and again, we're going to cover that 4 as soon as we can. And the 5 we could just rack. And we'll make that a buy bet, throw in the $1. We hit the point, so the puck's going to go off. Now lay bets are always working. You can't turn them off. They would just hand it back to you. So it's working, which is fine because it has the advantage of the win with the 7, right? So we want a 7 to roll. But we don't want that 4 to roll and we lose $200. So what we're going to have the dealer do is at least turn on our 4 bet. These we don't have to worry about. And then depending on your casino, make sure your hardway bet is on. You could work all of your bets if you want, but I found, you only get paid, with the 7 rolls, you only get paid 100. And you lose all this. where, you know, you'd only lose the $30 or the $40 and win. So you'd actually have a profit with the 7 here. If I worked all these 7 rolls, I'm actually gonna come out losing. So I just like to work the one number. All right, here we go. Yo, 11. Dice rolled there, but it was a yo. So we don't care about that. Yo, 11. And again, on that original strategy, the light and the darkness, I would have lost $200 right there. I had to make a decision if I wanted to keep playing with that shooter. All right, we're out on the 6. So these are all working. And we're right back in our strategy. So here we go. Inside numbers, there's a 9. So 25 is going to pay 35. Dealer, let's take that up to $60. I'm going to have to throw in another $1 for the VIG. So now if the 4 rolls, we win 120. I could pull this $60 down, it's 180, so that $200 is not going to hurt. We only have a risk of 20 bucks. So we're not afraid of the 7, we're not afraid of the 4. Now it's just time to make some money. Here we go. The nice thing is we have green bets up here. Oh, look at that, there's that 4. I said it's not going to hurt, but it always hurts. All right, 4 easy. The first thing, we lose our hard way, so it's $10, and we lose our lay bet of 200. So we lose 210. Our 60 is going to pay 120. And I'm actually going to have him pull down my 4. So there's 180, so that 220 doesn't really hurt that bad. So I'm going to pull that down, and then we've got great bets up here. We'll roll with what we got, and hopefully we can overcome those small losses with just 1 or 2 hits. Worst case scenario is the 4 and then big red, but here we go. What are the chances of that happening? All right, 5, there we go, it's a good number. 25 will pay 35. I'm just gonna collect a green and I'll use this $10 to cover a number. We'll cover that 4. Here we go. 6, easy 6-point hit. So 25 will pay 35. Again, let's collect a green, cover the 10, puck's gonna go off. So we pulled back 50. I don't think we're gonna be hurt for the shooter. We did have 110 outside, so we need to win 50 more because you know, this money is at risk. Here we go, coming out, we're out on that 5. All right, a couple more rolls and we'll be all right. 8 easy. So 25 will pay 35. Let's just rack it all this time. You know what? I'm just happy keeping that green. Let's press the number up. So we'll press the 5 up. That'll pay 50 for 1 next roll if it hits. 7. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. So he's going to come down. But I promise you, we were not hurt too bad. I could just do a quick show. Let's see, 400, 500, 6, 7, 8. There's 9. So we might be down 100 right there, but that's okay. Not too bad considering we hit that 4. All right, here we go. Coming out. 6, easy 6. Meanwhile, we had great time at the table. All right, so 205, not 400. We only want 200. All right, 205, dealer, lay the 4, please. And then we'll do 110 inside. And a $10 hard 4. Set up, ready to roll some inside number shooter. 3 craps, we don't care about that. 10, easy 10. It's a number we don't have covered. 9, we got that one. So 25 will pay 35. Dealer, give me a $30 buy bet on the 4. It's going to take $1 in VIG. Three craps. 6, easy 6-point hit. So 30, it's going to pay 35. Dealer, take me up to $60. Going to take another dollar in VIG. You could throw that on there, but puck's going to go off. Make sure your 4 is working because your lay bet's always working. So make sure that's working, and depending on your table, make sure the hard way is working. So we're really not worried about the 4 or the 7 here. Here we go. 6, easy 6. We're out on that 6 again. So again, not worried about the 7 so much, not worried about the 4. Now it's time to roll some numbers, hopefully, and make some money. There's the 5. 25 will pay 35. I'm going to collect a green, and I'm going to place the 10. And there's that 7. All right, so these bets are going to come down. Our 200 is going to win, well, let's see. At least on the cruise, they automatically put it down when there was a 7 out. So 110 plus 100 win out to the player, and the puck will go off. So remember, that should only be a $20 loss. So not too bad. We'll just set that right there. Well, we don't want it on the pass line. Let's get a new point established. Here we go. 8, easy 8. All right. We have the money. 205 dealer for the lay. 110 inside. $10 hard 4. All right, let's see if we can have a little better luck. We're not getting hurt too bad, and we really haven't had a good roll. All right, there's the 12. Anything that'll help us, that is. 8, point hit, 8 easy. 30 pay 35. We're immediately going to buy that 4. Let's take it out of here. So I'm going to do 4 and change. That'll cover the VIG. We have that bot. Puck's going to go off. Make sure that bet's working. Here we go, same shooter coming out. 7 on the come out, so we'll actually win a little bit of money here. So we're going to lose $40. And we're going to win $100. So we're happy with the come out. So we'll rack that up. We need to pay the $5 VIG again. So there's 2 ways you can work this. You can obviously cover the 4 back up, or you can just take your lay down, at least for the come out roll. Because I already had the money up here, I just turned my bets on. Now that I won some and there isn't money on the 4, I'd probably just ask them, hey, just bring down my lay for 1 roll. So you get our VIG back. We're just going to pull that down, wait for a point to be established. So here we go, coming out. I mean, it is the advantage to win, so you could just leave it working, but all right, 10, easy 10. We're out on that 10. Dealer, give me my layback. Make some change here. There we go. So we can cover our hard 4. Now we already had $30. You could put that back up there if you wanted. I'm going to kind of start all over. Hopefully I can get at least 2 rolls here. 8, easy 8. So 30 is going to pay 35. Dealer, give me a $30 buy there. $1 in VIG. Let's get at least 1 more. 3, craps, 3. 10, point hit. Puck will be off. Make sure your bets are on. 6, easy 6. Yo 11. Ugh, dang it, there's that 4. And we didn't have this completely built up. So we're going to lose 200. It was easy 4, 210. 30 will pay 60. Dealer pull this down, so there's 90 back of the 210. So we lost about $100 there. And then we're just gonna roll with it as is. And hopefully we can make that $100 back. 8, easy 8. So 35, probably gonna collect 25 of it. Place the 10. There's the 5. Collect another quarter. Place the 4. There's the 5 again. 25 is going to pay 35. I'm going to collect another quarter and maybe bump up that 5. If I can get one more roll, then I'm really not hurt by hitting that 4. And nope, there's that 7. All right, let's go ahead and give this another try or two. And remember, the dice haven't been going our way, but we're probably okay here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, we're still only down about $100, so here we go. And we just haven't had that big roll. 6, easy 6. All right, 205. I thought about reducing that a little bit, but I'm fine with it. And 110 inside, $10 hard 4. All right, this time let's roll it, roll some numbers, and win some money. Here we go, shooter. 5. Some days the 4s are just going to be rolling. I don't know if you switch to the 10 or you just, I don't know, just go home. I don't know. All right, we're going to get paid 35. Let's make a $30 buy bet right away. $1 VIG. Take the sting off that 4 a little bit. Let's do it one more time so we're not worried about the 4 at all. We've been rolling too many 4s for the strategy to work. There's a 3. There's a 9. That's a good one for us. 25 will pay 35. Dealer, let's take that up to 60. It's going to take another $1 in VIG. Now we're not worried about the 4 or the 7. We're just trying to make some money now. There's the 8. All right, so I like to collect the green, cover the other numbers, and then I'm going to press these up to where I start collecting $50 every roll. You can keep pressing more if you want, but I kind of like that because as you press, they sometimes don't count your points. So I'm happy just to keep collecting 50 and keeping my points and time at the table going. All right, so there's the 10 that will pay 18. Let's bump that up to 15. Rack a little bit. There's the 9. So 25 will pay 35. I'm going to rack this green and let's bump that 9 up to 35, which will pay 49 or 50 for 1. So we'll take these to 35 and these to 42. Here we go. 10, easy 10. All right, 15 is going to pay 27. I'm happy to just collect that green for now. Here we go. 8, easy 8. I think we got a roll here going. So 35. I'm going to take a chance and press these both to I'm not going to collect much. I'm going to collect 10 there. Dealer, take my 6 and 8 to $42 each. So I need $24. So $1 change. He's going to keep my green. So I'm only collecting 11. But I need some more red over here. We're going to bump these up to 42, which means they're now going to pay 50 for 1. So that's right where I want them to be. And I can start collecting 50, 50, 50. All right, here we go. 5, all right, I haven't hit that one. So 25 will pay 35. I'm going to collect the green, bump that up to 35, so now it's going to pay 50. So remember, not worried about the 4 or the 7, not really, but we got some great bets out here to make some money, so let's make some money. 3 craps, and you see how quickly it'll add up with a few more rolls. There's a 10 easy, so that's going to pay 27. Let's do this. So dealer, let's make a buy bet for $25. So now that 10 is going to start paying $50 for us. We're only pulling back 16 for right now. But now we got a great bet on all these numbers. So everything's paying 50 bucks. Here we go. Well, 49. 6 the hard way, point hit, 6 hard. So it's going to pay 50 for one. Happy to make that exchange. And now hopefully I am a green chip collecting machine. Puck's going to go off. And again, make sure your bets are turned on because your lay bet's always on. Here we go. There's the 9 point of 9. Yo 11, yo. We don't have a bet on the yo. 8, easy 8. So remember, all these bets are paying 50. So 50, well, 49. 50 for 1. And because I'm not going for a huge win, I'm going for more points and time at the table. That's really why I'm playing, to win that free cruise. So they may or may not adjust your rating. That's why I'm happy just kind of, once I'm up at this level, just kind of flat betting. Here we go. Oh, we hit that 4 finally. 4 easy too, so we lose the hard way. We lose 200 up here. Dealer pull down, well, no, we rolled the 4, so this 60 gets paid 120. And then you can have them bring this down if you want for another 80. But you know what? Let's leave a $25 buy bet up there. So let's throw in the dollar for the VIG. We think this might be a roll. Yes. I know we've profited. It's going to hurt a little bit if we roll a 7. So we don't really have a hedge working, but that's okay. We're hoping every number that rolls now, $50. So here we go. Let's just, and look, there's that 7. The roll does not last. And, you know, so close, but that's just how it goes sometimes. All right. So there's a lot of money on the table, but it didn't hurt us. We made a profit. Should we roll again? According to my clock, it looks like I've been going long enough. So let's just go ahead and count this up. Not sure if that last roll brought us into profit or not. But we've got 2. Looks like we might be short. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 875, 900. So we're down a little bit. 925, 935, 940, 945. So we really only had one halfway decent roll. We rolled too many 4s, more than probability. We're down only 60 bucks, and we had an amazing, you probably should get rated at least 300. You know, if they count when you press it up, even more, $350, $400. Points per hour. So, I mean, you play that for 3 hours, you got your free cruise with minimal risk, I think. And again, this is the strategy, albeit I played it at the lower level, but it's the strategy that actually won me money whenever Light in the Darkness was, you know, just too risky with that, losing that initial thing. But this has still got the risk on that 4, you know, but I've shifted the risk to a lower probability number. Again, just depends on how these dice roll, if they're going to cooperate or not. So again, it's always gambling. But I don't know, let me know what you think about this strategy, and this is how I'm going to play it on my next cruise to win another free cruise. And yeah, until next time, good luck on coloring up.